On the brink of Stanley Cup Final Game 2, we have taken the first game in this series. We have a lead in the Stanley Cup Final. We are 3 wins away from lifting glory over our heads. Welcome to Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. This is big for us because if we can win this, we're going to go up to Edmonton. We're going to go on the road, and we'll have 2 games in hand on the Oilers in this series. We can afford to lose at least a game on the road if we win tonight, but we got to get that job done before we can even worry about that. And believe me, the Edmonton Oilers are going to want no part in trailing in this series, going back home, playing on home ice in the next game in Game 3 and go down 2-0. That's going to be quite a mountain to climb for those guys. And we're still dealing with the likes of McDavid and Roslovic and Draisaitl. But they got to deal with Andrei Svechnikov, and they don't have Jack Campbell in the net this year. He went right to the front of the net. And what do goal scorers do? They go to the front of the net. What is that? 17. That's 17 goals in the postseason. This guy wants every part of winning the Stanley Cup. He wants every part of success. Andrei Svechnikov has been a production machine. He's a freaking robot out there. So I've now seen 1 shot. I've made 1 save in this game already. Okay, well, I was going to attempt to play that. I'm glad that nothing has gone wrong on that so far. Blocked off of the stick of Roslovic. Boy, has Jack Roslovic been a problem for our team to deal with. Forget about Draisaitl or McDavid. Jack Roslovic is very sneaky. He stays in the shadows. Maybe that's what Edmonton wants to do with number 96, Jack Roslovic. Use him to just slide right in there, be a very unsuspecting player, because you're so hell-bent on McDavid and Draisaitl. And then you've got some of these other supporting cast members for the Edmonton Oilers, including Jesse Puloharvi, who we just stopped. On paper, not as stacked as the Tampa Bay Lightning, but a very respectable team. I will always respect the Edmonton Oilers because of what they did to us last season. But I'm also looking to exact that sweet, succulent revenge in this series. I've been dreaming about engraving my name. Well, I won't personally engrave it, but I mean, I will if I have to. But I've just been dreaming about having my name engraved on the Stanley Cup. Dreaming about lifting it. Ideally lifting it on home ice, which would involve us winning 3 games out of the first 4 and then dropping 1 somewhere in there. I would like to win all the games on home ice in this series. That would be a beautiful redemption from last season where we lost Game 6 on home ice. Bring it back to these home fans. Bring the Stanley Cup to these home fans. And we are going to go to a power play. So the Edmonton Oilers have started off on a very slow foot in this game. All the more reason we should just bury these guys right here in the first period. We got a goal. We've got a lead. And now we got a power play. And it would be nice to add to that a power play goal. Add to that a 2-0 lead, and then carry that into the intermission at the very minimal. Already, Edmonton has given up on clearing the puck. They're just going to try to skate it through neutral ice. Now, there's 5 of us out here. They will dump it in. My guy is not detaching from the post. I mean, so far, I haven't made a mistake playing the puck in this series. That could have been a 2-on-1. It's a 3-on-1. It's a goal for Martin Necas, and the power play is successful. Yeah. It's breaking down for Edmonton. It broke down massively on that play. We may just run roughshod right through this Edmonton Oilers team. I told you that basically our Stanley Cup was, for the most part, kind of sort of that Tampa Bay series. That was going to be the toughest team we were going to play in the playoffs. They gave us a decent little handful. This Oilers team has played a lot of hockey in the last year. Pretty similar roster to last season. Maybe they're just burned out. They got the Stanley Cup hangover. I still can't believe that these 2 teams are once again meeting in the final. Meeting in the final for the 3rd time all time, 2nd time in a row, at least in this universe. And we haven't forgotten about what they did to us last year. I've touched the puck a lot in this game, so I guess it's only a matter of time until that crucial mistake does eventually happen. Let's just pray here that no mistakes happen. Puloharvi from a big angle with a big rebound. I don't know why the controller has to tell me that the battery is low. I don't care right now. I can't even fix that problem right now. I can't fix the battery being dead because I'm in the middle of playing a game. I'm immersed. I'm fully dove in. Cole Harvey will have a third consecutive shot for the Oilers. He's taken the last 3 shots on net for Edmonton. What's going on between D'Angelo and Draisaitl? He basically pushed Draisaitl out of the neutral zone while Draisaitl had possession of the puck. I don't know what that was all about. Just muscle the guy off the puck. Leon Draisaitl will run into Josh Morrissey this time. And does the same thing happen? Not really. That was kind of comical. They were basically just skating in place up the boards. Yeah, Connor McDavid has not had much of a series so far. I don't even know how many shots on net he had in the previous game. I don't know that McDavid has a point in this series. I genuinely don't know if he has a point in the series. He doesn't have a goal in this series. It's through 1 game and almost a full period in the second game here. But yeah, he hasn't been very threatening so far. That doesn't mean that can't change. It probably will change. We remember how freaking good he was last year in the Stanley Cup Final. He was a problem. And yet it's Jack Roslovic. Save, plenty of help, and okay, we got it. Doing my job. I'm playing my role in this first period. I'm being the solid brick wall back here. That's not a brick wall performance from Husso. And the puck is in the back of his net for the 3rd time in the first period. You can call it good. You can call this game over. It's over in my mind. This is the most efficient this offense has been. 3 goals on 10 shots in the first period. I don't know why Husso played the puck on that one as well. He kind of doomed himself from the very beginning by playing that puck. He had an easy whistle taken, and he decided not to take it. I'm usually pretty good at making those mistakes. So, surprising that didn't happen to me. Surprising that it hasn't happened to me yet. And the breakout is smooth. Pretty smooth little breakout. Almost a smooth move by Max Domi, the goal scorer, the most recent goal scorer in the game. Ostapchuk, or whatever his last name is, he flings it further to the corner. And a pretty well-defended period from the Hurricanes, and well-orchestrated on offense from the Hurricanes. We'll get out of this period with one last whistle, the whistle that he finally takes. Now he's thinking about taking face-offs, and this one will be won by the Oilers, and that's going to end the first period of play. Well, we put the Edmonton Oilers defense on trial in that first period, and they were found guilty of not even being present in the building with 3 goals on 10 shots. Well, actually, it ended up being 12 shots at the end of the period, but still, it's a pretty solid shooting percentage for the Hurricanes offense, and we just continue going to work. Lots of give-and-go plays. Ville Husso doing everything he can to keep the puck from going into the back of the net for a 4th time tonight, but I feel like that is an inevitability. McDavid finally got it up to Roslovic, and okay, that's very sketchy, but we ended up not seeing a shot on goal. McDavid transitioned through the neutral zone. Even with all that speed, we're closing him off right on the blue line. Hyman, the play in front, we got a save. This is a really weird play because on the stat sheet, it doesn't actually count as a save. It's just, okay, it's just kind of a meeting of the stick blades right there. And the puck just kind of sat there in the goal crease, and I covered it up. I could see that breakdown coming a mile away, and I knew that Roslovic was sat out right in front of the net. I knew they were going to get it to him as well. I'm lucky that the puck didn't enter the back of the net. My goalie had no reaction to that Leon Draisaitl shot. And there we go. We get it out all the way down into the attacking zone. Domi handoff to Morrissey. Somehow, Husso made a save through all that screen traffic in front. It feels like the Oilers are getting the better of themselves right now. There's another turnover in neutral zone. No goal on this one. I think the Oilers, you got to think about who you've got in the Carolina net right now. It's me. I'm the guy in the net. So your best solution is just shoot the puck. I mean, they don't shoot it enough. AI's not shooting it enough. You thought they would have done the scouting report. You shoot the puck enough times on me, it's bound to go over that goal line at some point. It is just bound to go over the goal line. Hopefully I haven't just jinxed myself by saying that. Draisaitl couldn't get the shot away. That was a good play by Yarncrow to swoop in, take the puck away, and we have quickly, again, transitioned back into offense. We're in trap mode. Full neutral. That's why they can't get over the blue line to even get a shot away, because we're defending the whole entire neutral zone, not just the blue line. But we're really good in the entire neutral zone. Getting zone entry is a big problem for the Edmonton Oilers right now. They refuse to dump the puck in as well. And even when they dump it in, they're not exactly getting retrieval. Yeah, they're not hitting the blue line with enough speed. The transition game is so important. If you can quickly transition a block shot, a turnover, etc., into a rush play up the other way, you can get through a neutral zone trap. You don't have to put up with a trap. And that's a big save. That's short side on Hyman, and the puck continues to stay out. I mean, I'm halfway home. I look really good right now. We're halfway home. I don't want to say anything else, but it's on my mind. And you know what I'm thinking about without even having to say it. You can go ahead and assume what I'm thinking about. McDavid taken out dangerously. Connor McDavid with a lot of speed this time. That's what the Oilers needed. I got over there, but Zach Hyman's going to cash in on a big rebound. And guess who has a helping hand on this goal? Jack Roslovic. He takes a slap shot, and we're staring it square in the face. In fact, we take it quite literally off the face. This is off the mask. So my guy is temporarily blinded by that shot. Rebound couldn't have gone any more favorable because it went right to the stick of Hyman. He collects it, and I'm trying to push over, but my guy has a minor concussion right now. And then, yeah, there was no chance stopping that, was there? All right, now I can say it. It's gone. The shutout is gone. I was really playing well. I thought I could play myself into that first postseason shutout. I don't have one. Oh, God, why did I do that? I don't have one on the postseason yet. And that will continue. I will continue to be in search of that first postseason shutout. Last year in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final, the game that was played, it was played up in Edmonton. I had a shutout going. I easily could have shut that game out. The goal, face-offs are 6-9, nice. The goal that ended the shutout in Game 1 was McDavid from literally the blue line, and my goalie, I think, just misread the shot. It was kind of crazy I didn't get a save on that. And that was the only one that beat me in Game 1. Could you imagine coming into Game 1 of a Stanley Cup Final? You got no postseason shutouts. It's your first postseason starts, your first season making starts in the playoffs. And you get your first career postseason start in a Stanley Cup Final game. That would be kind of insane. It would have been magical to me. I don't really care about postseason shutouts. I'm not worried about that. It would be nice. It's a nice little accolade, but it doesn't necessarily win you Stanley Cups. Just because you got a shutout in the postseason game or in a Stanley Cup Final game would be nice to do. But I'm just ultimately worried about lifting that big trophy over our head at the end of the season. This is the most bored I've been with an opposing team offense, especially for Edmonton. This team should be loaded on offense. They should be totally loaded, getting shots on net. Can we get back in the goal crease, please? They haven't even hit double digits yet. It's just depressing trying to play an AI that can't hit double digits. That somehow goes in short side. Yeah, we just can't miss. It's like Game 1. We can't miss. 5-hole, oh, the dreaded 5-hole. Obliterated. We should be heading back to Edmonton with a full 2-0 series lead in our hands. Does this fully heal the wounds of Game 6's loss last year? Sort of. It won't. Oh my, that McDavid shot almost trickled into the net, even though I made a save on it. Yeah, nothing's going to heal the wounds of that Game 6 loss last season until the cup is ours. That's the only thing that will do it for me. And for this whole team, for that matter. That's dangerous. The Oilers have turned it on in terms of their creativity, but they got nothing to show for any of this creativity. They have one McDavid shot on net. That could have easily been a goal. Back down low to Natchez. And it goes up to Zach Hyman. Zachary Hyman has the lone goal for Edmonton. And he's trying to go and create a second one, but he's got nothing again. And Oilers' offensive zone possession ends just like that. No shot on net, nothing registered. If you don't shoot it, you don't score. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. But nothing is telling the AI teams this. And it just makes for a boring gameplay for me. It does. It makes for a boring edit as well. Third period, last period of play, last 20 minutes to go. As long as there isn't a total and complete atomic implosion. That is indeed an Oppenheimer reference because it just came out as of the day of recording this, or it's been out for a week as of the day of recording this. I went to see it already. Cover the puck. No atomic implosions. But yeah, barring a atomic level implosion by our team in this period, this should be good. It should be case closed on home ice. We should have successfully defended home ice coming out of this game. Then we just go back up to Edmonton, take care of business up there. Honestly, I don't really want to win the cup on their ice. That's not that I'm going to necessarily throw a game, but depending on what happens at the end of with the rest of this game, depending on what happens here, and depending on what happens in Game 3 in Edmonton, there's no pressure. Let's just say there's no pressure. If we win Game 3 in Edmonton and take this game as well, then I'm cool. It's cool, baby. I'm cool with losing a game. Although sweeping the Oilers in the Stanley Cup Final the year after they beat us in the Stanley Cup Final will be sweet revenge. Hyman. No, Hyman, oh my goodness. Can I punch him in the face? Zach Hyman is the only thing that's doing anything for the Edmonton Oilers, and that sucks. That really sucks. Hard mode extreme. 2 goals on 11 shots. Brutal. And it's both of them from Zach Hyman. My goalie should have had the last one. He was staring it square on, had a chance to make a save. Hyman rings it off the post and in. And now, you know what? Now I kind of do want to sweep the Oilers. Screw you, Zach Hyman. I told you the implosion's coming. It's inevitable. And the only thing that might be imploding is my line score if Zach Hyman keeps scoring on me. I can't give up another goal. I'm not facing... If I face 20 shots, I'll be lucky. Another save, this time from the stick of Zach Hyman. We actually stopped him. That's just my 12th save of the game, I think. What is it? 2 on 13 or 2 on 14? 2 goals given up on like 13 or 14 shots. So I have like 11 or 12 saves in this game. That's just down to the way the AI plays. It's just down to the AI in this game. It's not trying to dig at EA here, but it is poorly constructed, at least for this game mode. It really is. I mean, being a pro can be good if you're a skater. I just don't think it works especially well for playing in net, unless you kind of tinker with the sliders. But even then, there's only so much that you can really do to get it to play right. You have to dial in so many things, and you have to dial it in exactly. And when there's updates that are installed to the game, those also kind of throw off the slider settings that you have. That scared me for a moment. I thought it was going in. I don't know. I feel like what we need is a slider or a setting that just, I guess, makes the AI shoot more. There probably is a slider for that, but it's not known to me. There probably is a slider that makes the AI more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is right now, but more eager to shoot the puck. I always thought aggression might have something to do with that, but I don't know that I actually agree with that belief anymore. I did play with aggression in NHL 22. I've played with it to a small degree in this year's game. That was scary. See, now the Oilers, now they're shooting the puck. They're down 2 goals late in the game. Now they're going to decide to shoot it. I might recover some save percentage, hopefully. I mean, if I get scored on again, it's out of the question. I'm not going to have save percentage coming out of this game. Yeah, as the player, it's up to you to change the sliders and hope for the best, basically, is what I'm saying. I also have this theory that the difficulty level has a lot to do with it as well. That on the All-Star, because we're playing on Pro difficulty, the All-Star and Superstar difficulties, I think the AI play a little bit better in terms of you'll see a lot more shots, but they score a lot, which is why I keep it on Pro. It's easier to make saves. It's kind of like a happy medium for me personally. Pro difficulty is easier for me to play on as a goaltender. If I was playing as a skater, it would probably be Superstar difficulty, to be honest. But Pro with adjusted sliders is the best way to go in my mind, because it just gives you the best chance to have semi-realistic stats and not get cheesed on every single time the AI shoots the puck. But they don't. That's the problem. They don't shoot it enough. So your stats do dip on Pro difficulty because the AI just doesn't shoot it enough. That's a whole theory. I think next season, once they pulled the goaltender. That's why the empty net. I saw the empty net. But I think after this season has closed off, we finish this season. Next year in Season 6, we'll play with the difficulty and just test some theories out. I'll probably bump it up to All-Star first, and then maybe try Superstar. But let's focus on ending this game first. Let's just get to the end of the game. Empty net, empty net, empty net. And that is going to definitely do it. It's going to lock up game 2 for us. We can take this series on the road to Edmonton, Alberta, with a 2-0 series lead. Hopefully, Timo Meier is going to be going with us because he just absorbed a huge hit. Oh my! The game is doing everything it can to just screw with me at the end of this. They didn't pull their goalie, so they don't have the extra man. D-zone face-off. We got to win this. We don't win it. To Bouchard, nice kick-out save. That's pretty routine stuff. But it goes right back to the Oilers. Another save on Jesse Puljujärvi. We will between the legs breakout attempt. No. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. End the game. Don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me. Is this the first line? We won it. Oh, I'm covering this. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Go. And we are going to win game 2. I'm not going to give up a third goal. That decision to play the puck was meant. And what is also meant is this hockey team. We're going to win the game. We're going to take the series lead 2-0. Got out of there with an above 900 save percentage, which didn't seem possible for the longest time. All right, fans, hopefully we will see you guys in maybe in a game 5. I would like to win the cup in a game 5, so there's no pressure going on the road. Well, there is. We don't want to drop both games on the road, but you know what I'm saying. I got the big plus 22 in the line score, so that's got me feeling really good. But even more than that, we won game 2. We have the 2-0 advantage right now. That is crucial for us. I can't tell you how important it is for us to have taken both games in this series. We didn't do that last year. We split the first 2 games on the road in Edmonton, and I think we split games 3 and 4 last season as well. We have a chance still. It's on the table. We could sweep the Oilers. We can win the cup in Edmonton. We can take it back here and celebrate back here. We could also come back here with a chance to win in game 5, but that means we have to at least win a game on the road in Edmonton. The job is not even finished. It's only halfway done right now. But hopefully this year we can finish the job. And as far as what I feel, I would like to win it on home ice. I just think it would be awesome to bring it back to a game 5, take the cup in game 5. But again, that's assuming we win a game on the road. I don't want to get too cocky and too ahead of myself here because there's 2 games to be played up on the road in Edmonton.